Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. I am coming through today to show you a simple recipe that I made a few nights ago. It consists of black beans and plantains. I just basically used what was in the fridge and in my pantry. As far as the beans, I had a jar full of dried black beans that I just boiled and decided to kind of freestyle it and added some vegetables to it and made this great, simple, yummy dinner for my family. You can use canned beans if that's what you have in your pantry, or even the dry beans if you have that. It doesn't have to be black beans necessarily. You can use any kind of beans that you have handy. And with the plantains, I just had a couple that were already in my kitchen, and I decided to simply just fry them without any additional seasonings or salt or what have you. Just literally oil and the plantains, and it was so delicious. The combo of the two together was just so yummy. So tune in and see what I come up with this simple recipe. I basically started off by chopping all the vegetables, and then I sautéed the onions together. I used two combination of onions here, um, green onions and red onions, and I just added a few drops of olive oil. You can use butter if you prefer that, or coconut oil, whichever you like to use. So after that, I just went ahead and added the chopped or minced garlic to the onion mixture. Again, you can use fresh garlic if you have that. I prefer the fresh garlic over dried powdered garlic, or even the ones that come in jars. It's just more fragrant and it's just fresh. It tastes way better than those other ones. Again, it's optional if you don't have fresh garlic at home. Just go ahead and use whatever you have handy, because that's the whole idea, right? So I just go ahead and cook the garlic and the onions together for a few more minutes. And then after that, I added shredded carrots and a few of the little baby bell peppers to the mixture. You don't have to use those, but again, like I said, I'm using things that are already in the house and in the fridge, especially the vegetables, because I didn't want them to go bad. So just went ahead and incorporated those into the dish. And I saute that for, again, a few more minutes. I used the wrong pot for this dish. It's non-stick, so I kind of had to sit and stand there to saute all the ingredients together to make sure they don't stick or burn. If you have a non-stick pot at home, I would suggest you use that, because this was not the business. So here is all the mixture so far together, and it looks so delicious, and the smell was so good, you guys. I wish you guys could smell this, but sorry, maybe one day. After that, I went ahead and added chopped tomatoes to it. Again, it'll just add extra more flavor to the food. You don't have to use tomatoes if you don't like tomatoes, or you can use tomato paste if you have tomato paste at home. You don't have to use fresh tomatoes. If you have canned tomatoes, you can add that. You get the idea, right? So I sauteed that again all together for a few more minutes. So for the seasoning on this dish, I just used bay leaf and Maggie, or is it Maggi? I'm not sure. Um, I also use salt, pepper, curry, turmeric, coriander, and cumin. If you want to make this dish vegetarian or vegan, you can omit the Maggi, or is it Maggi? We call it Maggi. I don't know what the correct pronunciation for it is. Um, yeah, you can just substitute that or just not use it at all, and then the dish will just be vegan or vegetarian. So I went ahead and added the black beans after all the spices and all the onions, all the vegetables basically cooked together. Again, this is dried black beans that I just boiled. Again, to boil black beans is really simple. You just boil it in water basically. If you want to If you want the beans to cook faster, what I do is I soak it for maybe an hour or so, and then it just cooks really fast, maybe less than an hour to have it cooked. I like my beans fresh like that. I don't really care for canned beans that much, but if that's what you prefer to use, again, do so. I will just recommend that maybe you rinse out the water it comes in the can with the beans because you don't want any of those yucky things in there. I went ahead and had a taste, and the salt was really low, so I went ahead and added extra salt to it. You can use seasoning salts like Johnny's if you have that, or any other seasoning salt that you have. I just used regular salt because I already had all these other seasonings there. So again, just go ahead and saute everything together. Is it saute still? No, it's not sauteing anymore. Stir. Stir everything together to make sure everything is all mixed well in there. Again, have a few more tastes to make sure all is good. I don't measure when I cook. I usually just taste and, you know, kind of figure it out as I go. Okay, you guys, so for the plantains, I just peeled and sliced up a couple of plantains that I had handy at home. Um, you can slice them however you prefer. There's no right or wrong way to do it. For the oil, I just used vegetable oils. I put enough to coat the bottom of the pan and let that heat for a little bit. Once the oil is nice and ready, I just go ahead and place the plantains in the oil, and I let that cook for about a minute or two on each side. Once that's done, I went ahead and transferred the plantains to a plate that I lined with paper towels just to absorb any additional oils from the frying process. I didn't add any salt to the plantains or any extra seasonings. That's just how I prefer to eat my plantains. You can add salt if you want, or pepper, or seasoning salt, or chili powder, paprika, whatever you prefer. It's up to you and your family. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. This is, again, a very easy and simple and expensive dish to make at home, especially now that we're home more often than not. It's just nice to, cook nice and healthy, hearty meals that are not very expensive. All right, you guys, we're done cooking. Here is our final product. I just went ahead and plated the beans and the plantains together in a bowl. And I added some cilantro just to garnish the bean a little bit, to add it a little bit of fanciness, if you will. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and please let me know in the comments below if you will try this recipe or if you have already tried it. Please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends and your family. I hope you guys are staying safe out there, and I hope you have a wonderful evening, wonderful day, wonderful morning, whatever time it is for you out there. Stay safe, stay blessed, and again, thank you. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.